off the whole game.
I feel like Frontline are actually pretty confident here because I talked to Cheeseman. He said that he didn't want to play Cloud9. So I think he's got his wish here against Dignitas. I think he wanted to play against Dignitas or Rogue. So he just didn't want to play.
Did he say why?
Well, so he said he wanted to play against Rogue because they've beaten Rogue twice now. Sorry.
So yeah, that's right.
But they have. And so I think that he feels confident in that matchup, right?
Yeah.
I think that he just doesn't feel confident against Cloud9, so he really just wanted to play anyone other than Cloud9. So he gets Dignitas here.
He only had enough time on the plane ride to do research on a couple teams.
Yeah.
He only has notes for,
for
some teams like, I didn't get to C9. We don't have to play them. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm honestly worried for Dignitas in this one because we saw earlier today, like Fruity said, like his mentality today is just like, who cares? You know where it goes. If we get to the finals, we get there. If we don't, we don't. And that's a dangerous mentality to have for the opponents, because now Fruity says he feels so fast, and he was popping off before, right, because of that mentality. So if he still got that, they have to watch out for Fruity and take him off the field.
Yeah, earlier today, Fruity really got in the groove, and it's what led Frontline to stay into this tournament. So definitely keep a lookout for him.
They're all just confidence players. They just want to play when they're having fun. They want to play fast and naturally. And sometimes they overthink it a little bit, especially Ferrer. He's a very big thinker in this game. And I think when he's not thinking, he's his best. He just plays natural, plays fast, communicates fast.
Given to the primal instincts.
Yeah.
By the way, just so everyone knows, elimination, we're in our lower finals right now.
Yeah.
And winner of this goes on into the grand finals to face off against NRG. This is a best of 7. You watch right now in this game number 1. It's all do or die from here on out.
And NRG, first appearance with Turbo, gets to the grand finals.
Grand finals. And in all honesty, they are looking the most solid out of the remaining 3 teams, too.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass.
And speaking of solid, Astral's been looking really good, and he's really gotten better throughout this weekend.
This is a really good showing for this new roster of Dignitas.
It's Ariana Grande. That's what's done it.
That's what he said.
He's found his
Was he been
music.
listening to
Yeah. He loves it.
Well, did you see at the end of the match?
I get the memes now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait, who is this?
Astral.
Astral.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why, are you a big Ariana Grande fan? No.
I don't like pop.
So there's some good pop out there. I say this as a metalhead.
Oh, same actually.
Yeah, there's some good stuff out there. Just maybe I'm with you on that. I might not listen to Ariana. Yeah, Dig stealing the first one. I don't think that Frontline's really even thinking about that at this point, though.
No,
First game's like a download game, isn't it? Work out what they're doing.
Exactly.
What would James say? The feelers are out. You know.
Well, if I remember correctly, at World Championship in Season 6, a lot of teams were saying, and players were saying, that the first game really is kind of a wash because people are just trying to figure out, okay, how is Frontline going to play in this series? How is Dignitas going to play in this series? And then the second game's really like, okay, we figured it out. Now we're going to really play.
And a best of 7 really helps with that, because in a best of 5, you have to come out hot and say, right, one game could be the difference in a big way, whereas you have that chance to work out what's going on in a best of 7.
Yeah, I think that's why, although best of 7s are really, really long days, I think are the best way to figure out who's really the better team.
Yeah. I don't know. I think best of 9s. We got it.
Well, yeah, you could go best of 11, best of 25, but we also have to go home.
That's like a really good idea. Best of 25s, I think, should be the new format.
Wait, isn't it 21? Does 25 work?
I don't know. I just said a number.
I mean, if it's an odd number,
I guess
it
it's an odd
works,
number. It works. Yeah. Sorry, I'm figuring it out as I go. You don't need to. I would have gotten there myself.
Okay.
I need to start thinking in my head instead of out loud.
Yeah,
I'm sure you all go through this process. You guys just smart and keep it in there.
Well, that's how normal people do it.
Yeah.
Well, fine. I have no retort.
But up until Dignitas' first goal, been back and forth. And even afterwards, really doesn't feel like Frontline's really getting any pressure on.
You can see Frontline are making touches, trying to follow it up themselves, and then realizing that Dignitas are getting there very fast and taking it away. And they're almost like learning that and going, okay, if I hit it here, they're probably going to beat me to the ball, so I just need to rotate out and get some boost or whatever.
Frontline's third man playing really deep right now. A couple times all the way back on their own goal line here from Dignitas' clears.
There's almost a goal right there off that demo. Just missed him.
And that was something that Fruity was doing last time we saw him. He was demoing a lot, getting a demo, and then pushing people out of the way, opening up space for his teammates.
And if he's already on that hunt, as they were saying, then it's it's looking like Frontline's already going to be off to a good start. Like they're already feeling good. Fruity's still playing that position that worked for them before.
Yep.
And this could turn around at any time for Frontline.
Fruity being on, Chaussette, of course, being on, huge help for Frontline.
Yep.
Yeah, Chaussette's pretty nutty.
He's been nutty for so long.
Yeah.
And people just haven't acknowledged it. I mean, he just swoops around so fast with everything and sees the opportunities whenever they're there.
He really is he's been a silent killer in the competitive world. And up until recently, he's really started to get that credit. But it feels like he's really always been this good. It's just now he's showing it off in multiple times back to back.
I think the Fennec definitely helps because when you're looking at a pitch of 6 octanes, it's very hard to give credit to someone when they do something kind of good. It's only when they do something amazing. So suddenly now he's in the Fennec, everyone goes, oh, the Fennec is doing this.
Yeah.
And I shall credit them. It's the same reason why Cookseer and Fairy Peak have always been, I mean, they are incredible players, but they've always been over-credited because they stand out in their Batmobiles.
So if I switch to a Merc, people are going to suddenly realize how good I am.
Or how bad you are.
No, yeah.
It works both ways.
It works the other way for you.
There he is again.
Another one goes in for Frontline and a Chaussette. Ugh. It's a big miss
He just
from Yukio.
hovered around there, didn't he? He was like, you might miss this.
That was like legitimate disgust from you, Corelli.
Yeah. I didn't mean it to come off like that.
Can't believe that one.
Yeah, I just can't believe he did that.
The Farah kickoff. So this is something Farah's been doing for a while. It used to ruin us all the time in practice, and I think it ruined us in a online qualifier back when we first got the K-Dot roster. He comes in delayed, jumps in sideways, and then lands very close to the ball in the opposition half. If he gets another 50-50, it can completely take out the opposition. And he did it just then on that kickoff.
But you lose momentum?
No, so he kind of like comes in slightly delayed, jumps in sideways.
Hold on. Oh, that's open.
Oh,
he kept it up.
Why would he keep it up?
There was a couple times where Frontline kept this ball up. They rolled it up the wall with about 2 seconds left, and then they kept it up there on the goal line. So there's a couple chances for Dignitas.
That one was the riskiest one because if that shot was just a little bit higher, that was in the net.
Well, if they had just scored the first shot, that was good to go. They had beat everyone. I think it was Astral with the flick who just beat 2 from Dignitas, from Frontline diving in. So still, Frontline comes out with the win in game 1.
Looking really solid.
Yeah. I feel like Fruity really performed here. He started a little bit slow, I feel like, in his first series, and at the end he was playing really well. But again, we said it. Him starting off hot is really good for Frontline.
Absolutely. They if you can get going right away, you don't have to take those extra games and give away a couple wins to Dignitas. You can just get this over a lot sooner, right?
Is there ever a time, Wonder, when you guys are playing where you're like, I'm hitting everything, like give me the ball? Is that something that you say?
Yeah, sometimes, when someone's really feeling themselves, if they want the ball, then go do your own thing, especially with AJ. AJ's a big one for us.
Is he vocal about it?
No. AJ's not a vocal dude.
You just see that he's doing nothing.
He's just doing
all right,
it,
it's his turn.
You can kind of feel it. Like he's like, oh yeah, he's kind of feeling himself. We could back off, let him do his thing for a little bit.
I think that makes sense because it's like you like everyone has those games. Like every player at every rank has had those games where they're like, I'm just going nuts right now. I really hope my teammate recognizes that I can 1v2 these guys or 1v3 at this point. Like it's just I can go. So it's good that you guys have comms. You can actually say, we trust him. We know he can do nutty things. Let's just send him in.
Farah did the kickoff thing again.
I missed it.
It almost worked, but the second challenge didn't quite go in their favor. But it takes 2 players out of the game essentially, and if it takes out the third in somewhat useful way, then you can get a quick kickoff goal.
Is it only diagonal or is it any kickoff?
It's the diagonal one, yeah. Oh, Fruity is definitely feeling it.
That was ambitious.
Well, he maintained pressure for his team, at least momentarily.
That's all that matters. If he just throws his body in there sometimes, fast enough, you have Chaussette coming to clean up those goals. And that's what happened last game, too.
And sometimes you just need that extra little buffer for your teammates to go collect boost or just get to a different position so they're actually being a little more useful.
See if Dignitas can bounce back here in game 2. Again, a best of 7. Winner moves on to the grand finals. Loser is out. We are in a top 3 situation.
Bye-bye.
Here at the Rocket League Summit. Dignitas looked not too bad in game 1.
Not awful, but at the same time, you know, once Frontline got moving, can they adjust for that?
That was a nice touch.
Good fake.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
we
oh.
got taken out, though. Oh,
Might have
someone's
been a
there.
Bit of a missed opportunity there. Couldn't tell if the goal was open or not.
Like on the long shot?
Yeah.
I think it was.
That's always
That's
frustrating.
why I had to rush back.
When you get that long shot clear and you don't realize
You
it was
realize
actually
someone's not
open.
there? Yeah.
Like, could have just put it on net.
Well, you don't expect someone to not be there, right?
A lot of big booming balls here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pinball action going on.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to make sure they're not making any crucial mistakes, and they always have someone back.
Yeah.
They're not getting caught out for just an easy
Nice
giveaway.
bomb. That was, get out of here.
Well, there's a lot of time bought when the ball's traveling across the field like that. Really for
Yeah.
both sides, though. It
Yeah.
does't really just benefit you. It benefits the defense as well. As long as it's not on target, there's time to be given to get back.
There is a lot of bumping going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is a frisky match.
It's fruity. It's always fruity right now.
Them on the back room.
Yeah, Fruity's a bit of a devil when it comes to bumping in scrims. He bumps way more in scrims than he ever does in competitive matches, but I almost feel like it's their backup plan in case they need it. And it can sometimes be frustrating to play against some of Europe when they're going in bumpy mode. It happens with like a few other teams. I'm not going to name them. I've been called out in the past for talking about scrims. But yeah, there are a few teams who like to go bumpy mode.
Is NA or EU more bumpy?
I'd probably say EU. We're a lot more grounded, so therefore the bump kind of
Yeah, they're the
comes
Alps.
into the rotation a bit more.
Well, Fruity's definitely showing off the EU bumps right now. And demos, really. Dignitas might have a chance, but Dignitas do have a lot of time and space to work with right now. Frontline's giving them a lot of space.
Yeah, both teams are playing very reserved.
Yeah, look how spread out everyone is.
Yep. I feel like it's just because they respect each other's play so much.
Yeah.
They know that whoever is on the ball can do, something.
Well, even in that play just a couple seconds ago, Violent Panda was waiting to see what Frontline did with it, and then they didn't go. And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it now."
Yeah.
But he was giving them that respect.
Oh, that is a very Ferrer touch right there.
Yeah. You get the boost or before he got demoed?
Don't think so.
Ooh. A little weak.
I love the way Ferrer plays. He's just so simple, but yet so effective. You just watch what I know he's got a
Go
lot
back
of
to the
stick.
Airbus?
He's got a lot of stake this weekend, but I think we can appreciate these simple players a lot more these days. With the likes of K-Dop doing so well,
I was-
Fireburner being really good.
Yeah.
I was about to mention K-Dop is the first one that comes to my mind when I think just simple but effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farrah's got a lot of flack this weekend, and I feel like,
It's not the only
at
one.
least from the couch. And
Such
I feel
a
like
nice guy.
he's a nice guy, and he's done well. He really has. Like you said, with that simple play style, it's not really a bad thing.
He gets called
Yeah.
out for playing smart. What,
Yeah.
what did this world come
Right.
to?
Yeah. God forbid.
He's such a hard worker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got so many delightful traits as a pro player, and then he just gets all of the ones that are observable. Oh, these nuts! Oh, shots out! Oh my goodness!
You're
Oh
moving the
my.
couch. Just so you know, Greg just popped off so much he moved the couch.
That's why they put the seatbelt
He's
on
got
that.
the seatbelt on.
Oh, I love Shazat.
Wow.
I'd hit the ground, so
Oh, you're complaining you hit the ground. Oh my!
that was a beautiful touch.
What a pop-off for Chassette, though, and that's going to give him the win, it looks like. Yeah.
That was clutch.
Wow.
3 seconds.
2-0 series lead for Frontline. And that one hurts for Dignitas to lose in that fashion with that kind of shot. And from a player who's been doing it for, a couple tournaments now.
Is Chaussette the only one that scored for Frontline?
Oh, yeah. All 3 goals.
Really?
Yeah, it was two goals with the same person last
Yeah,
game back.
yeah.
It
It was
must have
Chazette.
been
It was
Chazette.
Chazette.
Yeah.
It was Chazette.
They're getting a lot of shots as well. They're getting about 2 to 3 times the amount of shots that Dignitas are.
So we don't have statistics here, but it feels like from what I've watched, at least in the last couple days, Frontline really don't have these big scoring games. It's a lot of just 1-0s, or if they lose by 1 or 2 goals. They're not really getting blown out, but they're also not blowing anyone out.
What Frontline is that?
Frontline, yeah.
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 They're always
Yeah.
aiming to not concede.
I think that's accurate.
I think is
Yeah.
their play style. And it's funny because Dignitas are almost the other end of the spectrum where it's score more goals than the opposition, right?
Yeah,
Right.
had the stats. Yeah, no, I mean at the end of the day, it's like one goal gets you a win. Like you really don't need to go ham and overstretch.
Right.
And just looking at the stats here, it was like 9 shots from Frontline. I think 3 or 4 saves from Dignitas. So a lot of pressure just from the statistics here from Frontline with the shots and the pressure on offense. Dignitas really didn't have much to show.
What's your team's mindset, Wonder? Are you like a score more than the opposition or don't concede?
We have trouble with our defense sometimes in rotation, so lately we've been trying to gear more toward don't concede as much.
Focus on that, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say typically we're more of a goal-oriented team,
Yeah.
just because it's more fun.
Well, yes.
We're just enjoying
Scoring
the game more.
is fun.
Yeah, exactly. When we're enjoying ourselves, I feel like that's when we're most dangerous.
Are you guys mostly serious calmers, or do you guys have a little bit of fun with it?
I guess it kind of depends on the situation. In a tournament environment, yeah, we're always serious. Unless, we're really comfortable, in some of those dream hacks.
Just
you
bopping
get,
kids.
Yeah, you get first rounds where it's like,
Yeah.
these guys aren't like the greatest, so we have some fun with it. But, yeah, typically we're pretty serious.
That's why I always wondered, too, with, like, someone like Justin. I feel like he's just always a wild
Just
child.
goofy.
Like,
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Well, that's why I ask, especially after being here, it just seems like there are some people in the comms that are just goofballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way.
Oh, no.
I mean, if it works for your team
Yeah,
and it works
exactly,
for you,
yeah.
right? Why not?
It just kind of, I feel like it kind of alleviates a lot of pressure for people because they're just more relaxed.
Yeah.
They're just having more fun with
Well,
it.
we know that with, again, not to bring it back to Justin who's not playing right now, but, like, people say he plays best from, his house, right? When the pressure's not there. So I think having
No.
those comps helps.
Chaussette coming in with a goal again.
That's all the goals for
Yeah.
Frontline on
I want to see
Chaussette.
what happened to the last defender because it didn't really.
It went under him.
Yeah, I think he was pre-jumping, expecting him
yeah,
to just
Yeah.
boom
Bang
at top
it, yeah.
shelf, yeah. And he just touched it right under him.
So Chaussette, only man to score for Frontline. I guess if you
That's all
want
they
someone
need.
from Frontline scoring, that's the man.
The super sock himself.
Yeah, the super sock.
Just one sock, though. That's
Cool.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I do feel bad when it goes onto the players' cam when they're kind of doing like a non-committal aerial, and like I'm sure there's some people at home who just think, what is he doing? But it's obviously like a pulling out kind of thing, or like a backflip.
Oh.
What a
Oh.
shot.
Astral is not a bot. That is confirmed.
Yeah, that was very
Unless
nice.
the programming community, the bot community has gotten
Yeah.
really good at
Wow.
programming.
Oh my!
Look at the placement on that one.
That was beautiful.
Use that second jump, get a little extra power on it.
so
Placement was
good.
perfect.
Great response. That's how you want to do it for Dignitas.
Absolutely.
That's the man to do it, too.
Yeah, I think Dignitas can be really happy with Astral on the team lately.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
really coming to form.
Well, again, talk to Pandy. He's like, even if it takes time, they know that, Astral's a guy that is going to fit, like can be
Yeah.
molded into what they need. And he's already proven that.
Just got to look at the success stories in Rocket League. Justin, Alpha, Flakes recently. There's so
Yeah.
many players who've kind of come from the bubble scene who
Just
are mechanically
stolen away
stand
by a
out.
top team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing they're lacking is the experience at the top level.
Yeah.
And as that gets better, they're just going to get scarier and scarier. You can't
Yeah.
force this level of mechanics. You
Yeah.
can only find it.
The potential is much higher with those players, even if early on it might not be so good. They need to get used to it.
It's the creativity, too. Finding someone that can use those mechanics creatively to generate new things and new opportunities.
And when you think about it, which players in the world are going to be the ones who know how to read Astral the best in like 6 months' time? It's going to be Panda and Yukio. So if you put him on a pitch with them, he does something wacky. The two players
Don't
know
know
best,
what-
yeah, they're going to be able to read it. They're going to be able to get to the ball next first, and so therefore they'll be in a stronger position.
Oh, does he have it? He's
yeah.
got it.
That's actually an interesting point to think about when you look at other teams like NRG, Garrett and Justin in particular, or even something like Frontline with Chaussette popping off recently.
Yeah. They know where the space is for
Yeah.
him. They know when to give him the space. They know how to kind of react off of it.
Yeah.
Or for you guys with AJ, when he just goes for
Yep.
crazy things, you know exactly where to be. And he's got that same type of thing where when he goes up and he's got full boost, he will beat you.
Yeah.
You know, there's really nothing
Watch
you can
out.
do about it.
May take the whole team to stop him.
Yeah.
Oh, can that be it? Off the crossbar, that would be safe, but Frontline's just looking for that one more. If they get one more goal here and hold on to that in the next minute and a half, they're at match point. And they're looking at a sweep.
That would be impressive, especially with Dignitas. We talked about it. Dignitas coming off of just playing their last series. You feel like no excuses for being cold.
And the pressure going on right now is relentless.
Shazette is having some trouble getting back there.
He's going backwards.
Yeah,
still.
well,
He's still back.
he messed up a half flip and then it ended up sideways, tried to drift to get back. He had a rough time there. I mean, we can forgive him, though. He's gotten all the goals.
Yeah. Frontline really have, you were saying it, Wonder, that they have gotten a lot of pressure. Is it frustrating when you feel like that you should have more goals? Or is it something where you just got to kind of clutch up with and finish out the game?
I don't really think it's anything that we focus on, honestly. We're just trying to, play each play in real time. We're not really focusing on, at least in the game, what's been going wrong or what's been going right. We're just trying to focus on what we need to be doing in that exact moment. So
And that's probably a good mentality too, because if you start to focus on, hey, we should have scored like the last 3 shots,
exactly.
That could tilt some people.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it might be heading to overtime unless a 0-second goal can be scored.
Potential.
Ah, there's overtime.
OT.
That's the first of this series.
one. Yeah.
We've had not the first of the weekend though.
No, definitely not.
Oh my God, we've had so many overtimes.
Let's not talk about it.
Is this going to be the one to break 10 minutes?
Oh no, Greg. That was you guys. That was like 15+ minutes overtime.
Yeah.
Oh
there was
my
the
God.
9-minute one, and then there was like a 5+ minute one.
It's so frustrating because like on paper, it looks like a stomp, but like in reality, it was not. It was so close.
And even the game that wasn't an overtime was a 1-goal game.
Yeah. That's why, again, I was telling someone, every time I go on Wikipedia, I hover over the series and see, was it overtime?
Yep.
What was the score line? Was it actually close?
Yeah. We'll see how long this one is. Hopefully not an 11-minute overtime.
Yeah, I want to get to Mafia. Hurry it up, guys.
You got any strats coming in for Mafia? You done any research?
Just be me.
Just be you?
Yeah.
Did that work last time?
Yeah.
Has that been working for you?
Yeah. I've been the hardest to read.
I mean, you know,
they always just kill you because of that.
one
Yeah,
day
that's
you
what-
know that he found out you're a mafia as a detective and then got killed
Yeah,
before he
yeah,
got
I
out.
did.
Yeah. And I was gonna get Crow the next night.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
I would.
clutch.
Yeah. It was just the clutch pick. Just all right, get rid of Leaf. I'm like, why?
I couldn't get James Butt off my back last night. I was trying to get Crow to agree with me to take him out early, but I feel like everybody started pointing fingers at me because of James.
Anyway, Rocket League.
Yes.
Well, we're a minute and a half in.
Sorry, did you just say
No,
Mafia?
1-1.
Yeah.
there's a bump.
I think that's a goal.
That's a goal right there. And is it going to
Yep.
be?
Yeah.
Not Shazette.
Farah. Let's go.
Great bump.
Yeah, really good bump.
Good outplay from Fury.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
buy.
Wow.
He's actually on Mars before Elon Musk now.
And then he dies.
And then he took the hit from Astral.
There you
Yeah.
go. So a 3-0 lead.
That puts him at match point.
Did we expect this from Frontline?
I mean, I was confident it would. I mean, I thought Dignitas would take it serious, but like I knew Frontline was looking good. I talked about it before the series. Like Fruity already figured out what he needed to do earlier, right? Like I think it was Yummy too that just said put Fruity at the front, let him just work. The field, get some room for Shazette, and it's happening. And I figured they'd come in with that same mentality.
So as coach, as player, I want to get your perspective. Now your team's down 3-0 in a game that can put you to the grand finals.
Right.
I guess what do you say to your team at this point?
Well, something's got to change for sure. It's going to be up to them to identify what that is. Obviously, we saw Frontline relentless with the pressure they were able to apply. I mean, you can still see it in the shot differential. Maybe it's just going to come down to maintaining boost better so they can get out of their own half, or maybe they just need to be more aggressive, just try and, force the pressure on the other team. But I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have to do to pull this one out.
And Coach Gregan?
Astral needs to find another artist that works for him because right now Ariana Grande is not working. So he just needs to move on to his next playlist, I think. It's that simple.
You need to let her go, Astral.
No, they don't look too happy right now, which no one would be after a 3-0 deficit. And then
3-0,
best of 7, it's so hard to come back with the reverse sweep.
That's 4 games in a row you have to win.
Yeah, just I guess at this point you've got nothing to lose, just have fun.
Yeah. There you go.
At the same time,
the theme.
at the same time, all the games have been very close. I mean, there haven't been like really bad games from Dignitas. It just kind of slipped away from them.
It's just hard to grind down this frontline team, so try something funky, try be a bit riskier, try something a little bit more flair-based with Astral maybe. Because you're not going to break them down through rotations and keeping a go at them. You know, they've been outshot every game by quite a significant margin.
Well, we will see again. Winner goes on to Grand Finals to face NRG. And loser is out and finishes 3rd here at the Rocket League Summit.
That's nice. Almost worked out there.
Bit too much pace on the pass.
Yeah. It was a really nice upfield, infield kind of situation, which on the counter-attack is always really effective.
Yeah.
They've gotten a couple other shots even off this. They haven't kind of rescinded that pressure yet.
Oh, flip reset.
Oh.
So Wonder, is that your strategy to flip reset? Don't hit the ball afterwards, it might fake him out.
Okay. On that one, I got it past the first defender, and then I thought that the second defender had a touch, so I was trying to dunk him. And then he whiffed it.
I mean, just seeing someone get a flip reset is scary now.
Yeah.
Just knowing what every player is capable of.
Again, we talked about it yesterday. It's options.
Yep.
You know that player now has more options. Oh,
wow.
I think he tried to pinch it.
Yeah. That was a scary situation.
Ends up just centering for the opponents and taking out his only defender.
Well, it's interesting. I didn't see the name, but whoever's on the goal line there, they didn't really see the pinch there.
Yeah, it's like they didn't realize it was happening.
Yeah.
Dignitas are looking much better this game, though.
Definitely a lot more pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that
Ooh.
needs to be a goal.
You see them starting to mix themselves in the middle of like the rotation of Frontline to try to move the ball in ways that Frontline won't see it.
He just knows before anyone else. It's not fair.
He's definitely quick.
Yeah, I think we can say Dignitas, you know, they're looking better, but they do need to convert. They've had Frontline on the ropes. Frontline has been boost starved for most of this game. You can even see it when the clears come out from Frontline. Or, yeah, from Frontline. No one can push up the field. They all go back to their corners.
Yeah. No, you're right. Look at that. It's like sitting below 50.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a goal.
Ooh.
It's a nice 50 from Farrell.
Yeah.
Nice speed.
Did Yukio change to Dignitas just for this game? Not to Dignitas, to Dominus.
What was that? Yukio.
I'll start again. Did Yukio change to Dominus for this game?
I'm not sure. I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention.
I haven't either.
He might have.
I feel like he was on Octane, so if he's playing Dom now, I think he might have.
Do you think that benefits him?
People like to put a lot of weight on what car you use, and I tend to think that, you know, aside from the different hitboxes, it doesn't really have a huge impact on how you're actually playing.
Was that not it?
I think it was the post pinch to get it away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the mental side of it is much more significant than the hitbox side of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the Dominus can, because of where the flip originates, the power, you can get more power off of it.
Yeah, it's so much longer.
Passes can be a lot quicker, and your shots are going to be a lot faster.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use the word a lot, but they
Not
will,
a lot, sorry, but like
they do change, yeah.
Enough that it can make a difference.
Just for example, the flip reset feels different in each car.
Yeah.
So when he did that flip reset earlier, he probably had like the muscle memory for an Octane flip reset, and so therefore might have whiffed it a bit. Same thing can happen with shots, same thing can happen with passes and clears. But then equally, you might get in a situation where there's a flick, and suddenly you're like, okay, this is easier now in a flat car.
Right.
But it's very subtle, and it can be so mentally different from player to player.
So 20 seconds left. This could be the last game for Dignitas if Frontline can get one. Dignitas could extend the series.
Nice pass.
Nice, beautiful pass.
That's a smart
Back pass
back pass
too,
as
yeah.
well, yeah.
He can get it up
keeps
high.
the motion.
That was red, though. I think it took too much time to...
He's going to go for it.
Oh, you
Doesn't
got
have
it.
enough boost,
Yeah.
though.
Got to go for it.
Second overtime now. And this is going to define it. 1 goal for Frontline. We'll move them on into the grand finals. 1 goal for Dignitas. We'll start them on their journey of reverse sweeping Frontline, but that's going to be a long journey.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, that is a daunting task.
Oh,
Okay.
that is.
Oh, he
What?
saved it.
How?
Farah. Wow.
That was such a
Off his own post.
gorgeous touch from Astral. Got in front of the ball and just slowed it down. They are so jammy on the goal line, front line sometimes, especially Chazette. This series it's been fairer, but
Yeah. Dignitas definitely knocking on the door here. And I suppose it's the time to do it.
Absolutely.
Now, this is scary. Shot set, no boost though. Oh, back post. Look at all that power he got on that
Cleaning it up.
shot.
You give Chazette the ground, the ball, and a Fennec, and the ball's going in.
didn't even need to have boost on that list because he had none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't need that.
That's all. You just need the 3. The boost is extra.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
optional.
4-0 win for Frontline.
Wow.
And on paper, dominating win, but again, really didn't blow out Dignitas here. Another
Yeah.
1-0 win. I think they had like 2, maybe 3
Yeah.
1-0 wins here.
And this is why, even past looking at Liquipedia, you need to go watch the series because
Yeah.
Dignitas, like, at the end of it, started to look a lot better. They didn't look bad the whole time at all, but, like, it was definitely better at the end, but by then it was too late.
11 saves from Frontline, too.
That game was definitely Dignitas's game
10
and just
shots.
got robbed.
10 shots from Dignitas, 11 saves from Frontline.
How does that work?
I don't know, but that's what the scoreboard says. So Frontline will be taking on NRG in the grand finals here at the first ever summit. We're going to wait for someone to come down
Yeah.
and get an interview. Is there anyone in particular
I
that we
think
want?
what's crazy too, all of them. I don't know.
All of them?
Come on,
I think
Fruity.
it's crazy too because like Fruity felt like he didn't need to do anything near the end there either. Like it
Fruity?
felt like he just kind of chill. Well, we got Fruity, so we can talk to
Yeah.
him about that actually. Hi, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We were just talking smack.
Yeah,
No
as
kidding.
usual.
We're 4-0 sweep. It felt like they were close, but like you guys felt like you were in control all the time. Like it felt even though they're 1 goal. Did you feel that way too? Did it feel like it could go in Dignitas'
I felt
favor?
like we could have scored more goals, but like the just defense was on point for them at
Yeah.
points. So it's like a bit of a nervy series, I'd say, for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, wow, okay.
I don't know. It didn't feel like a foul, but it's nice.
Of course, yeah, it gets you.
But
under the
yeah, it
ground
gets you a
quicker.
warm up now for the final, I guess. Only I think there's a bracket reset, right? If we
There is bracket reset,
Yeah.
so you got a ways to go.
okay. Yeah.
I mean, don't think about that. Don't think about that. One game
You
at
got
a
some time.
time.
You got some
one
time.
game at a
You
time.
got some time.
One game at a time.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning, you felt like you continued the momentum you had from earlier in the day, where it's like, okay, get Fruity up on the front line, and just like create some destruction, get in there, get in their faces. By the end of the series, though, it felt like you didn't need to do that as much
No,
anymore.
we have different strategies, right? Like we can adapt.
multi-talented.
Different play styles, Sometimes I sit ball back, sometimes Josette goes in front, So it's
When did you realize?
gotta have that diversity, right?
Like, when did you realize, or is it maybe you just did the switch up, or
I mean, it
did
just
you
feels
realize
natural.
you didn't need it? Okay.
Like of course you can say it's strategy, right? When sometimes you lose a game and you're like, okay, we should try this.
Yeah.
But when it's working and we didn't lose a game, it's like just do what feels natural and go with the flow, right?
And maybe it switches
Yeah.
just on the fly.
And if we lose a game, maybe we can see, okay, did we lose because of that, or did they adjust? But
Switch
this one
back,
was just keep going.
Did Dignitas make any adjustments in that last game specifically? Because we kind of talked about it. We felt
I mean,
like there was a little bit of boost starving going on
Yeah,
your side.
they were definitely more aggressive, for sure. They had like offense for like 3 minutes, I
Yeah.
felt like, and then I look up and it's 2 minutes left, and I'm like, wait, they didn't score?
yeah.
But no, I noticed that Yukio switched to Dominus, which was quite weird. I've only
So he
seen
did.
him
Okay.
Oh, so we did. We were
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about that actually. Yeah.
Called
But
it.
maybe like that placebo, he tried like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, they definitely played more aggressive with the Dominus pick, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's look forward then, because you're in grand finals now. Don't think about the fact that there's a bracket
I
reset.
mean, it's a rematch, right?
Yeah,
From
but-
Valencia.
yeah, true. So how do you feel it's going to go this time?
I mean, back-to-back finals for me as the first time even being in a final is kind of weird.
yeah.
But this time they have the upper hand, I would say. I mean, Justin's looking fire this tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how anyone can stop him, but maybe we'll try something different. I don't know. No, it's going to be a good final, I think, yeah.
How about like, I thought maybe you could have the upper hand. Like, no, again, you probably have a lot more experience against Turbo, right? So you know how he plays. Is there any way you can like shut him down?
I think, no, it's not. You don't have to focus on Turbo. You have to focus on Justin and how
Okay.
to shut him down.
Yeah.
And then deal with the other
That's fair.
problems that come maybe. But yeah, just going to go in it, fresh mind, warmed up. Yeah.
Do you guys believe in Frontline on the couch? Say it to
Oh,
his
yeah.
face if you don't.
Oh yeah. I definitely believe in him.
He's totally not
Yeah,
winking.
yeah.
He's
has
not
to because
winking. He's
EU,
totally
right?
not
Yeah,
winking.
you're gonna
though.
do great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in you. Yeah.
Yikes.
That's brilliant.
No, that's good.
Well, good luck in your match coming
Thank
up. I'll let you go take a
Yeah.
breather, take a second to focus, get your mind in it. But congrats on being in the grand finals,
Thank you, thank
and good luck against NRG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a tough battle for them for sure. I think it's going to be a good one though.
I really like the story that we have. Back-to-back grand finals, like he said.
Yep.
First appearance with Turbo for NRG. They're playing in a grand final. So I think this is actually going to be a really cool grand final just because of the stories. Regardless of the gameplay,
Yeah.
I think the storyline's really cool.
Well, do you guys want to take a break so we can get into it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hand me
Actually,
those?
we gotta do card
Yeah.
B. Then we're
is
gonna let you
this?
guys
What
get
is
some
happening?
snacks to get ready.
Oh,
for
do you
grand
want to read
finals.
the?
Yeah, you
no,
read it
actually,
one
no,
bit.
you can't.
Yeah,
sorry.
you're not allowed.
I can
Crowley.
read. Thank you very much.
No, you can read, but you're not allowed to read this.
Disappointed.
This is a secret message. Close your ears.
Card B.
Don't everyone listen.
Yes. Enter to win an MSI Optics Curved Gaming Monitor, a Sennheiser GSP 600 headset, and a classic BTS merch at bts.gg/giveaway. That's bts.gg/giveaway. Super cool stuff. Looks like a monitor and a headset and some merch. So it's on the screen there if you want to know what it looks like and what it is. Super cool stuff. bts.gg/giveaway.
Yeah, actually, maybe you could have closed your ears. I don't know if you're allowed to enter, Wonder.
Why not?
I don't know. Is he allowed? Is that illegal?
It's kind of messed up,
don't think
honestly. I want that monitor.
I think we all do, to be honest. Anyways, make sure you guys get into that giveaway. We're going to be back soon. We are here. We are finally at our grand finals right after the break at the first Rocket League Summit.